Alright, hey everybody, this is Joey Lasswell with Mane Up Memphis, a nonprofit, and we are with Isabella&Sebastian.
Hey.
They're
Hey, guys.
a local band out of Memphis, and man, they just got a lot of great energy, and we're excited to interview them as part of our nonprofit. So just a little bit of a background in Mane Up Memphis. We focus on mental health and financial literacy for 11 to 25 year olds. So basically, you guys are kind of like our core demographic, you know.
Correct.
So so let's talk a little bit about your origin story. I always love a good origin story, and you know, however you guys want to tell it. You probably have told it a few times now, but maybe give us a condensed version of the story.
Seba usually takes over this part.
So we originally started off in a rock band. I was in need of a singer, and I met Isabella through our old vocal coach, and did that for a good while, but then we realized that we really worked well together and tried doing a little cover on the side and really liked it. So that's when I gave her the instrumental to Helium and made that for real.
Yeah, we
So-
I put lyrics to that, and then it was kind of all downhill from there.
Downhill or okay, well I guess downhill.
It was just smooth.
It's smooth, okay.
It was
just felt right.
It just felt right. It was so easy. It was so natural, just creating with Sebastian. And Helium was a song to like really blow up, and it was our first thing that we ever put out that was ours. And so we already were off to a really good start, and then it only blew up even more.
Yeah. So what was it like whenever you released that? Like, how did you release it? What was the when did you know you had blown up a little bit? How did that happen?
I think we just released it, just dry released it. We didn't really do any promo. I doubt that we even have an Instagram when we released it.
We didn't actually.
Wow.
We literally just released it into
Yeah.
the void of Apple
then-
Music and Spotify.
Yeah, when we saw like between the first and second week, it already had like 2,000 streams, which was crazy to us. We were like, maybe we should take this seriously. We put up some meta ads behind it, and now it's sitting at over 1 million streams
Yeah.
on all platforms.
Which it's funny talking about the ads, because I think the big reason that those ads went viral is because
My dumb
Sebastian
dance moves.
was doing the dumbest dance of all time in the thing, and people just kept commenting on it, and they were like, why does the boy look like he's in pain? Why does the boy look anguished? And so literally real comments, we haven't got the screenshots somewhere, but yeah, it was your goofy dancing and Helium's just catchiness that led us to victory.
Took off.
Okay. So when did you guys decide to turn it into an EP or an LP? EP or LP?
I think it was an LP.
LP.
So I think for us, when we first started, when we realized that Helium was really going somewhere, Seba had a bunch of other instrumentals that he had been working on behind the scenes before he even had anybody to share them with.
Right.
Just
Okay.
I found the perfect person.
yeah, like you were just figuring out your software and how to
Yeah.
play your instruments, and then
That's the story of Lavender. I was just on my guitar trying to figure out how to record and came up with that riff. So
yeah, and now it's one of my favorite songs that we've ever
Right,
written,
same
and
here.
it's where we get the title of our album, Is Anybody Listening?
Yeah.
So I think the goal in the beginning was just to create music and just roll with it, and keep pushing stuff out. And then by the time we had like 6 or 7 songs, I guess, that was when we decided not only were we going to release like an EP and just continue releasing songs here and there, but we were like, this could be one cohesive project. So I think that was it for us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, was there? So I did notice, or I heard, that you guys have some international fans. Do you know how did that happen? I know I saw in your comment section you had some Brazilian fans. I know you're pretty popular in Japan too. So do you know how did that happen, or have you learned about what it took to get to an international audience?
I think they just really loved our music. I know when we first released Helium, the Brazilians just grabbed onto it. I see a couple Brazilian flags.
Hey guys, we see you.
comments.
We love you.
But they just really took to it.
They
more
did.
than America.
And
So-
I guess I would assume it might be because there are pieces of our song that feel influenced by that culture, I guess. And I think that might be the same for like Japanese fans. They let's see, Helium is really popular in Brazil, and in Japan it's Labitami and Strawberry Skin.
Okay.
So I'm assuming there's just something in there that those people just like. It might sound familiar to them.
Okay.
It might sound like home. So I think that would be.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
see. Yeah. Okay. And then, I mean, if things go well, you guys want to tour to those kind of places?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Well, why not, right?
100%.
All right,
Oh
okay.
my gosh.
All right, so we're putting it out there. International touring is going to be a thing, right?
Yes, if y'all continue to stream our music, and I promise, like, we're on our way, guys. We're on our way.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I as a fan, I'm a fan, and I'm half Japanese, so I have a connection to Japan. And my mom was just here visiting Memphis a couple weeks ago, and so I'm gonna try to get you guys to Japan.
I would
All right?
love that.
Amazing.
Thank you
We're
so
gonna do
much.
it. We're gonna do something. We're gonna figure it out. But yeah,
We would absolutely love a Japan tour.
I would
That's
love
like
that.
Yeah.
top experience.
Bucket list goal.
yeah. I mean, like, there's so many. Like, everyone wants to go to Tokyo, which is cool. But I really fell in love with Kyoto, and I mean, it's just a beautiful city.
amazing.
Beautiful city.
No, it's a beautiful place.
Beautiful place. And so yeah, just get your
Yes.
Okay. We got some audio coming in. All right. So got a little distracted with the Japan stuff, but either way, I'm excited. So you guys are from Memphis. Can you tell us a little bit about what Memphis means to you guys? What do you what is your goals when it comes to being basically a face of Memphis at this point?
Oh wow.
I think you would explain better than me.
I think being like you said, a face in Memphis. Is someone speaking on that? Is the ghost, perhaps?
Is it coming from upstairs?
I don't know.
It got louder when the wall came down.
Actually, I might not have even been recording.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
All right. Well, I hope I got some of your audio from there.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
Nothing?
Is it-
Oh, it's a shot.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, mute yourself. Mute yourself. That's what it was.
For those who don't know, we're also recording off to the side, which is why we're a little late because we're getting this set up.
Yeah, it should be the full thing,
It's weird.
but that's what.
It might just be
what
because you're
service
on
is that?
mobile.
I'm wondering. I don't know. All right. Well, this is live, and as you probably can already tell, there are some we're doing this live.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be some snafus and things that come up, but
That's okay.
Yeah. I
That's
just appreciate you guys, and just grateful that you guys are. What we were talking about before was being the face of Memphis, or being a face of Memphis, and a new, exciting, energetic face of Memphis. So,
Right.
like, do you when you go out and perform, are you thinking about like, yeah, we're representing Memphis in that
Oh,
way?
certainly.
Yeah.
Like, I think being a face of Memphis, it's INS I think is so interesting because it combines elements of classic Memphis music, like the blues and the soul. They're
Especially
definitely
Hopscotch and
Oh,
other
definitely.
songs like that.
Hopscotch was heavily influenced by that, and but we also have an element that you don't really see a lot in Memphis, and so I really think it's cool that we're kind of combining where we came from and where we want to go.
Okay.
And
Right.
so when we perform and like when we talk about just being a face of Memphis, it's definitely like I feel very honored to be here because Memphis just has such a rich music history.
Yes.
And to be a part of a place that's so great, somewhere that I'm just so proud of, like I'm just so grateful.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then, I looked around on your website and I didn't see a vinyl option. Are you guys doing anything vinyl related?
Yes,
maybe.
yes. Maybe may or may not be currently pressing some vinyl, which
Nice.
I think, oh my gosh.
It's gonna look really special too. We
It's
put
gonna
our
look-
time and effort into designing them.
Yes,
so.
we really
love it.
did, and the colors, and you may or may not get like a special poster or something. I don't want to give too much away, but I also can't stop yapping about it.
Hey,
So-
why not? Right? Why not?
Why not?
So I was thinking about, and I haven't even brought this up to you guys yet, but would you guys be interested in giving away like some swag, like
Yes.
to any of the fans? Because I thought it'd be kind of cool if we, if maybe a T-shirt or a CD or something, and it'd be a fun little giveaway for the fans. So if you're interested, I don't know, what would you think what would they do? Comment something specific?
I would say, honestly, yeah, just interact with our post. Maybe, I think it would be fun if, like, under 5 posts you comment, like, is anybody listening? Or you like, or you post it to your story. Like, just engagement. And I definitely would want to put more thought into that, because I don't want
We
to...
could do a hashtag, is anybody listening?
Okay.
That would be great too if you
That'd
make
be
a
cool.
post about the album, your favorite song, like what you like about it. And again, like I don't want to throw this into the air and then forget what I said and then forget all the rules we just made up.
Right.
Yeah, that's
But-
why we have archives.
There
Yes,
you
that's
go.
why we have this archived. But we'd probably do something like that.
Okay.
Love to.
And yeah, I mean, just for reference, Mane Up Memphis is a nonprofit, so I would be remiss if I didn't recommend that. Please give us. We'd love some donations because we're really trying to help 11 to 25-year-old youth with their mental health and their financial literacy. So
Yeah.
so I mean, I'm just really passionate about this organization, this cause, and you guys just bring an energy, a light, a positivity to just you spread it out there. And so I just really think that Memphis needs more people like you guys, more creatives that have this really positive vibe. And I'm just anyone out there, please like share this music. It's still late. It's late in the summer, but I think you guys have many songs of the summer potentials in your album. So
Really appreciate that, especially because, like, at least from a lyrical standpoint, the album really does. It's not necessarily about putting the spotlight on mental health, but there is a lot of vulnerability
Yes.
on this album, and it's things that I can relate to. It's things that I know other people can relate to, and that's a big thing. I know it's a goal for both of us. It's just connection with other people, especially through topics about like finding yourself and navigating your way through relationships and your relationship with yourself. So it's we really appreciate hearing that from another person, that like that message really comes through.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious though, like with like Sebastian, like you're how old?
13.
13. Okay. and Isabella, you're
20.
20. Okay, so we got a younger band, but I think very wise beyond your years. So talk to me a little bit about your musical journey, how you got to this point, and what are some of your goals for your musical future?
For sure. Yeah, I remember I was about 2.5 and I was in the car with my dad and he played me some Police and I just really stuck on. I was 3 when I first got my first little drum kit, just a little kitty kit, but I didn't come up from air. So, started bass when I was about 5, keys when I was like 6, and then guitar when I was 7. Just picked up instruments along the way, mainly drums as my primary interest, but I really want to sell out big stages in the future.
Yeah.
So, and
In
inspire.
Japan and Brazil, right? And
Right,
In
right,
Japan
right.
and Brazil and
At
America
first, yes.
and all of that fun stuff. For me, I think I've always been inclined to music. I think everybody, when they're little, they have that thing that they grab onto. Mine, I definitely fixated on music, and especially my dad's music. My dad listened to a lot of like 70s and 80s music.
Okay.
So a lot of things that he liked, I ended up really enjoying. And then my brother was home with me a lot, really just helping raise me and my little sister.
Okay.
And he loved guitar and he taught himself how to play. And so I went through all the different phases that he did, like everything he listened to, I listened to. And then I would pick up the guitar and strum. It wasn't anything coherent or cohesive, but I would just strum random things and make up songs on the spot. I knew I listened to the story of things, especially. And even more than a singer, I think I want to be a storyteller.
Oh, okay.
Um, And like if I get to do that through music, that's the ultimate goal. But yeah, so I think that's really what inspired me, was just my family. Aside from my brother, nobody really plays music.
Okay.
But they still have always been so supportive and like really took a dream, like a hobby to a dream to a career for me. And I think my ultimate goal with music is I would love to be out there in the world, like spreading positive messages. I want to initiate connection for people through music and reminding people that like they're not alone in any journey they're going through, and just continuing to perform and create as much as I can, as long as I can.
There you go. I love that. So I was scouring your guys' comment section on like Facebook and different socials, and like a lot of just great feedback from the fans. But is there any one or two comments that really stand out to you, that really like either like hit you in the feels or made you just feel so proud, or anything like that?
Oh, I get those all the time. Seba?
I mean, I don't have anything super specific that comes to mind, but I've definitely seen a few just very inspiring comments, just, encouraging to keep us going on, and how much that we have inspired them. Like, people in our DMs will send us, like, paragraphs of just very nice things.
Everyone's so nice to us.
Yeah.
We're like, thanks, guys.
I love that.
For me, I would say the first one that I will forever remember, and it's not inspiring, it's just funny, is on the first Helium ad, a comment we got because Seba's doing his dance and his face is like scrunched up in this agonized expression, and somebody commented, "Why is the boy in despair?" And I thought that was the funniest thing I've ever read. But I think for me, I love seeing people say like, I love the comments that are like, "You're wise beyond your years," coming from older people who've just seen so many eras of music pass. And I think that's so awesome that like, despite however much music they've heard, like they've lived through so many genres, I guess, but ours sticks out to them. And I think that's so cool. And recently we got a DM from somebody who was like, "Your album is so great," and then gave us their favorite songs and then a paragraph each on why they loved them.
Wow.
And I
Maybe
was
that's
like,
what we should send the merch to.
Yeah, there you
yes.
go.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great
Yes.
idea.
DM us again. We'll send you a t-shirt. Like, oh my gosh. I loved that. And then, yeah, I think it's just things like that where people really take the time to go in depth into our music. That's my favorite.
And I really encourage people, if you have Apple Music player, like you can look at the lyrics while you're listening to the song, and that's a really, I found it to be a even better way to listen to music, because you're connecting to the lyrics a little bit more when you're reading it and listening to it.
Right?
So
Yes.
just a fun little hack that might make you love this even more. So
Yes.
just throwing that out there. All right, so that's really awesome stuff, and I'm curious. Okay, so because we're talking about mental health stuff, and I know we don't want to get like too into the weeds, but just in the general sense, what are you guys looking for when it comes to mental health supports, like in your generation? Because mental health care is evolving, it's changing. There's now AI and stuff like that, but like from just your perspective, is there anything that you've seen that is effective for mental health care, or something that you would like to see with mental health professionals or the industry as a whole?
Oh, I love this question.
You go ahead.
Okay,
I'm not going to be too well at answering that.
I think something that truly, truly helps is when people listen. And I know that's kind of, I feel like that might be the obvious answer, like, but we all need somebody to talk to. And I'm going to get on my soapbox for a second. I'm going to try not to, but like, seriously, with the rise of AI and everything is fake, we need authenticity, but we also need to listen to people who come forward with their honesty, with their genuineness, with their authenticity, and we need to extend empathy to those people. We don't need to shut them down because they might be a bit eccentric, or we might like deviate in the way that we process life, but that doesn't make any which way any less valid. Like the way that we three think is probably completely different,
Yeah.
but I like to believe that we would never invalidate the other. And I think that we are becoming more gentle on ourselves, but also still somehow harder on ourselves. And that's a terrible dichotomy to have, especially with just like how against everyone is.
Yeah.
So I think we should just start with listening to each other and not automatically writing each other off as overdramatic or stupid. Like I've always been very highly emotional, very highly sensitive. It's, I think, why I'm so proud of my writing, because I utilize that emotion and I create art with it that I'm very proud of. So I think, yeah, if we listen more and just honored the way that we all process our emotions and the way we choose to express ourselves, I think that would be a really good first step.
Okay. All right. Anything, Sebastian? Anything to add? I mean.
Oh, well, I would agree with that. I
Yeah.
think if anything I was going to say is probably someone to listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel like generationally, is there anything that you would recommend that, like, my generation, I'm an elder millennial, whatever that means. But
Who knows? Who
yeah, whatever that means. But so, is there anything that you would like to see from my generation and beyond? As far as like, learning more about your generation. What are your pain points? What are your concerns and your issues about the future? Things like that. Is there anything that any advice you would give to us to be able to talk to you guys better?
All you.
I think something that I would ask of, I guess, your age range is, we, like, especially younger Gen Z, I feel like we do require a bit more validation.
Okay.
And I think that, and this is not your generation, but, you get the people who are like, back in my day, we beat each other with a stick, like that kind of thing. And it's like, that doesn't work anymore. And it's not necessarily our fault that we need that extra reassurance, but I think the more we progress as a society, it's just the more fragile everything gets. And therefore, like, our hearts become more fragile, our minds become more fragile. And so I think being willing to extend empathy to younger people who are still trying to figure themselves out. They might be at a point where it's like we might be going off the deep end, but it's not to immediately write us off. It's crazy. It's let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture of why we're reacting the way we're reacting.
Yeah.
Because something that seems minuscule to you may mean everything and more to me,
Right.
and vice versa. So just extending grace and empathy to the young people who are still trying to figure themselves out, because everything's so confusing right now.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it's confusing for every generation to an extent, especially now with all the AI proliferation and, deep fakes and things like that. Like, you can't trust your eyes anymore. You can't trust your ears, So
Exactly.
it's a new dynamic, and I think we're all kind of like learning to deal with it,
Exactly. It's kind of just becoming a Black Mirror episode,
Yeah,
if that makes
yeah.
sense.
No,
and
yeah.
it's getting less like something you see on a screen. It's like, oh, that would never happen to us, to kind of like reflecting where we're at,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
that's not good.
No, but see, that's why I feel like live music and music in general, like, I guess you can say analog music, or just music that is manufactured by humans as much as possible. I know that there are tools that musicians use, or producers that use AI to kind of help streamline the workflow, all that stuff. But like the real artists, I think there's going to be a resurgence and an interest in like the novelty of live performance, like
Yes.
because everyone is used to streaming apps and platforms now, but I think that there's going to be kind of an interest in live music again, or music,
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm hoping that this kind of stuff will invigorate people to go check out music, like try out new kinds of music.
Yeah.
Maybe explore some new avenues that you haven't tried before.
I would
Right.
love that, because like with AI, I see that quote a lot. I forget exactly how it goes, but it ends with like, AI can never truly create art because it doesn't have a soul. It can replicate the emotions to the extent, but it will never truly feel it, so it will never be authentic. So I think even if we all dive into AI as a society, I think we're going to come full circle and realize like we have lost the connection. We've lost the plot entirely.
Yeah.
So I think what we do, it really brings that community together, which I know is very important to us as artists, and just I think musicians in general. Like we want to feel seen, not just us individually, but like our community. Like we all want to have a voice.
Yeah.
We all want to be together and have fun in our space and feel safe. So here's hoping.
Yeah.
That's been a resurgence.
Right, and that's the interesting part I think about. You said community, and there's all these like online communities, but it doesn't seem like there's much in-person community. Like
No, third spaces have basically disappeared off the face of the earth. Like that makes sense.
I guess we got off on a little bit of a tangent, but that was interesting. I genuinely, I've been, as I'm a licensed master social worker, and so like I'm a therapist as well, and so this stuff it intrigues me, but it also concerns me because there are people that are having serious stuff going on, and it's like they're believing their AI, they're doing stuff that the AI tells them to do, and so as a mental health professional, it really concerns me, So this is something that, like, once again, generationally, you guys are kind of stuck in the middle, like you're born now in the post AI era,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I hope for the best. Maybe the AI overlords will be kind to us, but
I hope so.
I hope so, and
I
that's
really
all we can do. But in the meantime, you guys are gonna make amazing music, and we're gonna talk about mental health issues, and we also talk about financial literacy on here. And so to segue into that, I'm kind of switch gears a little bit, but when it comes to personal finances, you guys are still young, but is there any kind of any kind of financial topics that scare you?
Scare me? Not necessarily ones that scare me. I think it's more of just like when I think to myself, where am I going to end up with things? I guess just things becoming more expensive. And it's not really a topic I can delve completely into because it's not one that I completely understand. But I do know that there are people who are struggling so hard, like well into their 20s, to even afford an apartment. And that's the kind of thing that just like worries me so much. So I think that would be a topic that I fear, technically.
Anxiety, that's a financial anxiety. That's the thing, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, anything for you, Sebastian, as far as like what are you're probably not worried about it too much either.
Probably not.
Quite, but
Taxes.
Taxes.
I don't know. I don't know much about
I think enjoy
anything,
that while you can, because you're still young. Enjoy your youth and don't worry about money too much. But part of our mission is to at least getting the information out there to younger and younger generations, so that way, because a lot of people that I talk to in their 60s, 70s, up to my generation, and it's like they all mostly say, I wish I knew more about finances when I was younger.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to change the narrative around personal finance and start with the younger generation. So if you were to give, so switching gears to the let's say a new aspiring artist. Maybe not necessarily money related, but is there anything that you would recommend to a new aspiring artist to kind of get a leg up, or to maybe some lessons learned that you guys learned along the way as far as?
I think social media will play the biggest role, especially if you're not doing heavy just general promotion, just actively posting on your social media account. We saw that with our rock band Soundbox. We peaked over 100,000 followers, and
we were just posting.
Yeah, we were just posting. We were following what comments asked us to do, getting millions of views, 5,000 likes a minute. Wow. It was wild. But yeah, just social media just plays I'd say the biggest role in the music industry right now.
It definitely does. And to kind of like get into a broader version of what you're saying, it's just putting yourself out there. It's very much like I'm very much a dreamer, but I also know that my dreams are not going to be handed to me. And I've had the privilege of working for the things that I want, and that gives me so much more experience than it would if everyone just gave me exactly what I wanted. And you know, I'm a full-time college student, full-time musician, part-time barista. Like, I'm working, but I still know that this is what I want to do. I know that this is exactly where I want to be. And so it's a matter of, if you continue to push and get yourself out there, opportunities will arise for you to take. Like, I went from posting TikToks on my own just with a guitar on my floor, doing covers, maybe an original song here or there. I started doing voice lessons because I wanted to get better for when I sang at like farmers markets and coffee shops, and that's how I met you. That's how INS started, and now we're here. So it really is just like, be ready to work hard. And sometimes you're going to be like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I'm burnt out. I'm frustrated. Got too much going on. Just keep freaking pushing, and you're gonna get there.
Yeah, that's great advice. And I would say that even as a podcaster, I've been doing this for about a year now, and there was a long period or a stretch where, you know, you start off all like energized and motivated, and then like, and then after a while you're like, okay, this is actually kind of a grind sometimes, and then you have to power through that grind session. But then eventually, if you stick with it, I've seen that it will start to pay off, and it's like that exponential curve sometimes, where it's like, you know, slow and steady, and then you get that hockey stick, and then like all of a sudden it's like kind of takes off. So and that's just, you know, you got to work the algorithms a little bit. You know, that's a thing nowadays.
Absolutely.
SEO stuff, right? You know, search engine optimization. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool things, and honestly, going back to that community aspect, I would say lean on your peers, your networking. I mean, I'd say it's never too early to start networking.
Oh yeah.
You know, most young people would just call it like having friends, but when you get a little bit older, you start looking at networking as, you know, who you know, and that really opens up so many doors. Like, since I've been doing podcasting, I've met, mostly virtually, but in some cases I've been able to meet people in person, you know, that I met, that I interviewed them over a podcast, and then suddenly I'm meeting them in person. So that's just crazy. You
That's
know?
amazing.
Yeah, and then this is actually, I was telling them earlier, this is my first in-person podcast.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
So cool.
Yeah, so I'm really over the moon excited for this, and there's going to be some more. So this is something that Mane Up Memphis, we're building towards live podcasting like this. We're working with restaurants. We're going to do maybe some live podcasting inside a restaurant and do some like fun taste testing things, and like so we've got some cool ideas, some just different things to engage with the community of Memphis, highlight the, you know, local businesses, small businesses. And so if you're interested in being a part of something like that, let us know. You can shoot me a DM or contact info@maneupmemphis.org. And we'll you know, we want to highlight Memphis, the great parts of Memphis, because there's a lot of parts of Memphis that get more attention, you know, than what the things like you guys are bringing to the table. So that's part of my mission at Mane Up Memphis, and what we're trying to do is just to bring more positivity into the world, because let's face it, we need it, right?
We
really need it.
Yes, we really do.
It's just like this, I don't know, there's something cathartic about you know, hearing good music. And then when I was here with you guys a couple of days ago and listening to your rehearsal, and there's just something about a live performance that I think if more people went out and experienced live music, because a lot of people don't get to go to concerts, you know, and they just don't get that opportunity. But I think if we had more and more concerts on a regular basis, which you know, Bartlett is doing a pretty good job.
The concert series, yes.
Series, and I think other cities are starting to do concert series. So
I think they should.
Yeah, they should. And actually that goes into, you guys have a couple of gigs coming up. So what's on your itinerary coming up soon?
I know September 18th we're playing at the city of Mumford, and the 26th we're playing at the Mid-South Fair.
Ooh.
So Mid-South Fair, this will be the 3rd year in a row we're playing.
Nice.
So,
First year is Isabella&Sebastian.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is
Okay.
amazing. So I'm
Yeah.
really excited to see how that goes.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then, so if somebody wanted to book you guys, how would they get to you?
We have contact info on our Instagram
And website.
Our Instagram is Isabella&Sebastian Official, and there is an email tab that you can click and you can get into contact with us. And then on our website, which is just Isabella&Sebastianmusic.com, there is a booking page where you can access that same email, and we'll get into contact with you soon.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also,
Awesome.
I'm sorry, this might be just a complete sidetrack, but I think the live chat got disabled.
Oh.
We've just been getting notifications that people are showing up for the past 20 minutes, but no comments. I don't know.
Well, they might not be
They're
able to
probably
hear us
just-
very
Yeah.
well.
Probably not. They
Yeah.
might just be observing
Yeah.
our mouths
I know it was
move.
blowing up earlier, but I don't know about
Maybe
now.
they couldn't hear. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. But if you wanted to catch the whole episode, it's going to be on their Mane Up Memphis podcast, and we'll also be putting the video out there too. So on YouTube and all the different platforms. So, if you missed it live, don't worry. We're gonna have it as a podcast episode. So this is live podcasting. This is kind of a newer subgenre of podcasts. But yeah, it's blowing up, and I just figured there would be kind of a fun thing to try this out, and we ran into some technical issues. We were a little bit delayed, so I apologize for that, but that's live for you. Yeah. So is there anything else that you have this platform? You have a potential new audience to speak to. Is there anything that you would like to share with a new audience?
New audience?
Stream our music. No, but I really hope that our music gets to you, and that you'll feel inspired. That you'll feel inspired, because I know that's mainly what I strive to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, I truly hope that you love our music. And I hope that you find a song on the album that speaks to you, whether it's through the instrumentation, whether it's through the lyricism. I hope that whatever mood you're in, it can put you in an even better mood. Because I think that's a big reason why we do what we do.
Right.
Is to
and
just
comment or DM us that, because you might win some merch. Maybe or maybe not.
But yeah, I hope that our music is just inspiring to you. It invites you to go out and dance and connect with people. And I hope whoever you share it with, you guys have a fun little dance party. And yeah, hope you enjoy it.
Awesome. And if you give it a chance, I can put my personal stamp of guarantee that you will like it. And share it with your friends and family, because I see it as you're sharing positivity, you're sharing positive vibes. So please do that, and just be positive for each other, with each other. Give hugs every once in a while.
Give hugs.
What a crazy concept, but be nice. Be like, call your friends, call your family members. From time to time, do those little things, because those things really can make somebody's day.
Yeah.
Right.
And that goes into taking care of each other in that sense of community. And we talked about, like, I feel like we're trying to, at Mane Up Memphis, to bring a sense of community back. Just in general, like, we're talking about, like, creating some fun events for just like random things, like water balloon fights or block parties, or movie nights, like in the park or something like that. So if you guys have any fun ideas and you want to share, then that we're open for business. And so anything that you guys want and want to share it with us, and we'll blast it out there to the world. Because Mane Up Memphis is actually we're kind of a startup of nonprofits. We're pretty new to the scene. But the CEO, Rachel Chantel, is she's a visionary. I'm not just blowing smoke, but like she's a visionary, and she has big visions for what this could do for the city of Memphis. But then we're also looking at a model that can be transplanted to different cities.
It's awesome.
So we're looking at becoming a trailblazer of sorts. And if you want to be a part of that, please let us know. We're looking for volunteers. We're looking for staff. We're definitely building and building. So so we just wanted to give you guys a platform, highlight what you guys are doing for the city of Memphis, bringing some positivity into the world. And I was thinking we could do a live song if you guys are interested in that. And,
Absolutely.
we're doing this live, so we apologize if anything goes wrong, but we're gonna make it work and just have fun with it.
Beautiful. Ready
all right.
for it.
Okay, so stand by. We're gonna get ready, and then we will have Isabella and Sebastian live.
Let's go. Okay, cool.
Let's see.
Somebody play the
the chat.
Jeopardy music.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on,
A lot
let's
of chats.
move the camera.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There we go. I'm gonna put that there.
I'm gonna go turn on the keys.
You go that way.
And I will provide color commentary while the thing is being set up.
Where would you like me to put these?
Excuse me.
All right, people, we're doing this live, so bear with us.
That kind
Oh,
of
we're
looks like
keeping
you're
the ice cream.
looking into the face of
Oh,
God.
are we? Okay.
I don't know.
Oh wait, yeah, we can turn it on. Guys, so fun fact, if you want to see these songs play live, you should go over and check out Mane Up Memphis' live stream video. Hope to see you there. Like and subscribe.
Alright.
Beautiful.
It should be getting booted up.
Okay.
You want to just do like I guess a shorter version?
Let's do hopscotch first.
Hopscotch.
Yeah. Go. We can put the camera over here on that side.
Okay.
Because otherwise.
Hope I'm not too in the way.
No, I don't think you are.
Just background music while we get set up.
Lo-fi.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna hold it like this and see what happens.
Okay, cool.
This will be perfect.
You ready? This is our song, Hopscotch.
Yeah.
Tired of taking chances on you when you never change. Tired of always losing the games you force me to play.
stayed up and on my limbs trying to catch up to you. But I should know that I'll never win, 'cause you broke me in two. I don't wanna hear your words and your crocodile smile, 'cause I'm tripping on songs and I'm breaking my bones trying to reach the end of the line. Don't you see, you got me tripping over, losing my composure and hoping you could meet me halfway. But there's bruises on my knees and you're laughing when I bleed, so I guess there's nothing more to say. I put one foot in front of the other and jump from number to number, but it's one step forward, two steps back, and I don't wanna finish the game. I put one foot in front of the other and jump from number to number, but it's one step forward, two steps back. I don't wanna finish the game.
Awesome.
You wanna play Lobby Tommy?
Lobby Tommy, sure.
Looking in the mirror, trying to see a little clearer. Didn't think I'd go so far, blaming on a broken heart. Chasing who I could be, hardly thinking of what should be. I don't wanna go too fast, think about the moments past. And I'm drilling in the progress that I've made, as my insecurity made me afraid. It's just yet another lesson I should take. No mistakes, fighting off the dissonance. I'm running out of time, sending out a warning to the girl I'll never find. Pick apart the pieces, 'cause you can't go back inside. Oh my, oh my. Running out of silence, trying to turn it into violence. I don't wanna sleep tonight, I think that I lost my mind. And I'm drilling in the progress that I've made, as my insecurity made me afraid. It's just yet another lesson I should take. No mistakes, fighting off the dissonance. I'm running out of time, sending out a warning to the girl I'll never find. Pick apart the pieces, 'cause you can't go back inside. Oh my, sitting in the waiting room, I'm waiting for my turn, severing connections that I fought so hard to earn. Maybe I can fix myself, and will I ever learn?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And that's
Lobby
it.
Tommy.
Nice.
That's Lobby Tommy.
Lobby Tommy. Look at that name.
That's pretty good.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, you guys want to do one more, or
Do you want to do censor?
You could, yeah.
Want to do something? Okay, cool. You cool with that one?
Shoot. Okay, wait. Yeah.
We're finding it.
Think so. I hope so.
Wasn't it in G?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Silent but observing all the anger came without a warning. I know they're letting it down slowly. All my tears blurring on my vision. Call it psychic, call it superstition. I see you're taking it easy, isn't it freeing, baby? Sometimes there's power in the stillness. Stand back and play it like a witness. I know you gotta keep it on the down low. They'll never find you in plain sight. Lay low and hit 'em when it feels right. I know it's not an easy thing to outgrow. Now you're fucked, they're laughing at emotion. Everybody's going through the motions. I feel they're shutting it down slowly. Don't you ever let them take control now. Keep it cool, but never keep your head down. I speak straight from the center, don't need a censor, baby. Sometimes there's power in the stillness. Stand back and play it like a witness. I know we gotta keep it on the down low. They'll never find you in plain sight. Lay low and hit 'em when it feels right. I know it's not an easy thing to outgrow. In the corner, silent but observing. All the anger came without a warning. I know they're letting it down slowly. Oh, I know they're letting it down slowly.
Woo!
That's censored.
Nice. Well, I mean, I guess I don't have a mic, but
Hang on. I can give you mine. Right here.
all right. Well, everybody, that's Isabella&Sebastian. Great songs, great performance, and this was a stripped down version of their songs. But if you want some good energy, then you definitely want to listen to their album. But really great sound, stripped down too. So so just wanted to say thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And this is Mane Up Memphis, but then this is also Isabella&Sebastian. So this is going to be the end of the stream for now, but hopefully we'll get you guys on another time and then definitely have some better setup for us ready to go. But all right, well, everybody, appreciate you guys tuning in either live or watching this after the fact. So thank you guys and have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.